Hello and welcome back to this massive open online course on Linux applications in engineering education. I am Dr. Amit Dogar and in today's lecture we will learn how to set up a Samba server for Linux and Windows file sharing. Samba enables seamless file and printer sharing between different operating systems using the SMB and CIFS protocol. By the end of this session, you will be able to install and configure Samba, create secure shared directories, access them from Windows systems, and troubleshoot basic issues. Samba is an open source implementation of the SMB protocol. It allows Linux systems to share file, printers, and network resources with Windows machines. So the key Samba features are: it is cross-platform file sharing, it is user authentication and permissions and integration with the Windows networks. And in use cases, it shares the simulation results and project file, or for collaborative research workspace and file exchange between lab computers running different operating systems. So now we will learn how to install Samba on Ubuntu. So here now I am demonstrating you. So we will install using the command sudo apt install Samba, and we will be able to install the Samba in this way. Now we can verify the installation. So we will run the commands smbd version. So now it's giving version 4.19.5. So that means it is installed successfully. Now we need to start and enable the service. So for that we will run the command sudo system control start Samba, and then we need to enable it SMBD. So now Samba server is ready, and we can also verify the service by the command sudo system control status SMBD. So now here we can see this is active. So it is running. So once it is active, Samba is ready to configure. Now finally we need to create a shared directory that we want to share with different machines. So we'll create a shared folder. So now here I am making here one folder, sudo make directory -p. So I am making one folder here, server Samba, and I am giving the name here shared. Then after that we need to set the permissions. So first we'll make the nobody as a owner and no group to this folder srv Samba shared, and we can verify by using the command ls -ld for directory. So now we can see the owner is nobody and no group. So once it is ready, nobody and no group, so we can proceed further. We can give the permissions. So now we are giving the permission sudo change the permissions. So for owner and groups we have given the read, write and executable, and for others only the read and executable permission and the folder name Samba shared. Now again we can verify here. So now owner has a permission of read, write, executable, group has a permission read, write and executable, and others can only read and they can execute. No write permissions are available. Now we need to configure the Samba configuration. So for that we can use the nano editor and open the configuration file, that is under etc samba/smb.configuration file. Now at the end we can add these lines at the end of the file. We can add these files, like we want to make it as a shared, so we can write here shared. We can give the path, so the path we have defined under the SRB folder, Samba and shared. And also we can give here browsable, so we'll give the right here yes. So can persons can write, so yes, we'll say yes, writable. And then do we want the guest to allow, so other users will act as a guest, so we'll say yes. So do we want them to write, so we'll say read only is equal to no. And then we can finally restart the server. Now I'm saving, so now configuration file has been saved. And we can also verify this by the command tail etc samba and before the command we can also use the sudo command. So we can see now it has been, entries are okay. So now we need to restart the Samba server. To restart the Samba server, we will use the command sudo system control and restart the Samba server. So now Samba server is ready, and this share is now visible on the local network. So even to make it secure share, we can also create the Samba user, or we can change the ownership to that owner, and we can change in the configuration file. But now we will access it from the Windows machine. So first I should know the IP address of this machine. So the IP address of this machine is 172.20.10.2. So I can go to my Windows machine. Now this is my Windows machine. There I can open the run, and I can type this IP. So this IP is, now we can verify from here, 172.20.10.2. So when we are not able to access this, first we need to run the command ping 172.20.10.2 from the Windows machine. So now reply is coming, that means connectivity is there. So there may be issue with the firewall. So what we need to do now, so we have to write there sudo ufw allow Samba. So now in this way we can allow. So whenever there is any issue in sharing, so you need to check the service status. So you need to run the command sudo system control, that is system ctl status smbd, and then also you need to allow the firewall sudo ufw allow Samba to allow the firewall access. And also you can check the logs using the command sudo tail -f var log samba log.sambad. So in this way you can connect your Linux machine to your Samba server, So now we will summarize what we have learned today. So we have learned how to install the Samba server, how to start the services, and how to configure the Samba server. So Samba enables file sharing between Linux and Windows system. And in the next lecture, we will learn about the web server security through SSL certificates and virtual hosting. Thank you for watching.